joined as a cohort in the cohort program in 2013. He's currently serving as the Director of Finance at Wipro Limited. We also have Shyam Ganesh, who is joined, as I mentioned, who has joined the Cohorts program in November 2024. He'll also share about his experience of how it is working in the Cohorts program. Any doubts that you have, you can ask these people. If we are ready to start, before we start, let's give a round of applause to all the panel who've joined from Wipro. And thanks a lot, Dale, Paridhi, for coordinating this and trusting this on us. It's an absolute pleasure and honor to welcome everybody from Wipro. So, are we ready to start? Paridhi, Dale?
Yes, we are ready to start. Vishnupriya
Great.
from my team will be sharing the screen, and Ajay is also
Great.
here, and we can start.
Yes, great. Over to you, Mr. Ajay.
Hello to all. Am I audible, Umang?
Yes, clearly audible,
Yeah.
Mr. Ajay.
Yeah. Thanks for setting the context, Umang, and for the introduction. A warm welcome from my side to all the freshly minted chartered accountants. Like Umang did told that I'm also a chartered accountant. I did qualify in 2013, and I got placed with Wipro, fortunately. And since then, I have been with Wipro. Over this 12 years, more than a decade, I have never had the thought of looking outside because there's so much of immense opportunities within Wipros that has kept me passionate and encouraged to stay here and look for more opportunities. So Vishnupriya, over to you. Can you present the slides? Yeah, it's visible. Please go ahead. So like Umang said, talked about, this is a pre-placement talk. I'm here to talk about Wipro to make you all aware. It was great to hear that most of you know it's an IT company. A lot of them also talked about Azim Premji sir. We call him fondly AHP, Azim Hazam Premji, about his charity work, about his philanthropy. But there is a lot more about Wipro. We are a purpose-driven, we are a consulting-led, AI-powered, client-centric organization, and we are industry-focused. So all these bullets that you see across, we'll talk about it. And the most important one, the purpose-driven, because what we call here at Wipro is where progress meets purpose and where the purpose meets progress. So coming to this slide, like most of you know, we are a global technology and a consulting partner. And our CEO proudly calls us as a AI powered and a consulting led organization. There is a brand video which is set out. I would like Vishnupriya to present it so that we get a Vishnu, are you able to present that? So that you get a glimpse of how we look at Wipro or how we
At Wipro, we believe that purpose fuels our business, and our business fuels our purpose. Our capabilities in consulting, design, engineering, and operations helps clients realize their boldest ambitions to build AI-powered, future-ready businesses. And we commit to building a more just, equitable, humane, and sustainable society. With 66% of Wipro's economic interest pledged towards philanthropy, when you work with Wipro, you're not just empowering your digital transformation, you're empowering a brighter future for millions of lives. With initiatives that reach across 17 countries, from education to healthcare, from digital skilling to urban ecology, we fuel a cycle of prosperity that uplifts all of humanity. So when our global workforce of consultants, engineers, and technologists get to work, they're not just making business better, they're making a better world. Wipro, where purpose meets progress.
Yeah. So this caption that we have, where purpose meets progress, this is aptly called out because, like many of you, some of you also did mention that Wipro know about the philanthropy work, and just to put out, 2/3 of our profits or 2/3 of the earnings that Wipro makes goes into a global philanthropy, and that serves to the disadvantaged populations in this world. So I'm not sure if many of you would have heard, but there's a lot more to it. Azim Premji, who is our founder chairman, he has received a lot of accolades. Like he has received Carnegie Medal of Philanthropy. That's like a Nobel Prize in philanthropy. That's the most prestigious international award for philanthropy. So when we call progress, purpose meets progress, like you would also have seen there, that we are not just empowering our customers to meet the digital skilling, but also whatever we earn, 2/3 of it goes into serving the society. So we have a lot of pride for each Wiproites when we meet our customers, when we meet the society at large, to describe what Wipro does. Many of like our customers knows us for being a global technology and a consulting partner, enabling with the digital innovations. But not many of them know that what we do, we also are building the future nation. We are serving the disadvantaged population. Hence, this slide, we just wanted to bring that to all of you. And you would have seen a lot of glimpses across in that video. That were the glimpses from our campus. Like you, many of you may join Wipro. Fresh graduates who join us, those were the videos of those people. And you would have heard catchy words like global, consulting, AI powered. Those are what describes Wipro. We are been there, Wipro as a company, it was started in 1945. The company when it started was a vegetable oil producer. It was in 1980 when we transformed and re-innovated ourselves into a technology company. And that was done by our founder chairman, AHP. So for 80 years, we have been committed to turning bold ambitions into reality. So you can think a company which was a vegetable oil manufacturer transforming itself into a global technology company. And we were the first to be the producers or the manufacturers of personal computers in India. So that's a brief start about what we do at Wipro. And to bring across our key recognitions, Wipro as a company hosts 230,000 employees. Yes, 230,000 employees are there who are working at Wipro, part of this family. We are in size $10.5 billion of revenue. We are present in 65 countries. We serve 1,280 plus active clients. Like I did mention, we have been there 80 years in business. And what we do, we drive profit with purpose through our philanthropic activities. 2/3 of our money that we earn goes to benefit the society. There's a lot of work which goes into education, healthcare across the nations. And we are top employers in 13 countries out of the 65 where we are present. We have got a lot of recognitions from the leaders across by Gartner's, Everest Group. Many of you may not have heard this, but these are the agencies who rate the tech companies. We have been one of the top best companies as per the Times magazine. There are a lot of accolades. I'll not touch much more about it, but just wanted to emphasize on our on what we do at Wipro. Vishnu, you can move ahead. This is something which is very important for us. Spirit of Wipro and 5 habits. You would have noticed in the video, there were some race or marathon videos or glimpses talking about spirit of Wipro run. That's something we have been doing. Talking about spirit of Wipro, this is what is our values and culture. This is all our stepping stones. This is what all Wiproites are inculcated as a culture and a values within us. I'll read out those for you. Be passionate about client success. So we are a global tech company. One of the most important spirit or the value that we drive is to ensure that customers that we serve, we are very thrilled for their success. And what we do is for the best benefit of our customers. Treat each person with respect. So there is a culture where we respect each and every individual, be it an internal employee, our customers, our suppliers, and the entire length and breadth of the people that we serve. So this is something really very important at Wipro, treating each person with respect. Obviously, we are a global organization, not just our global presence. It's our responsibility when we take the brand Wipro outside to do to ensure that what we do is for the best interest of our customers. Last but the most important one is about the unyielding integrity. So integrity is something which is really important at Wipro. And to talk about integrity, Wipro operates in India. There's an example which we keep talking about: integrity and ethics. These are the two important things that drives behavior for all our employees. It's very important that we do everything which is ethical and which has integral values for us. It's always suggested in Wipro to do what is right, not what is easy. The easy way may be something people may be inclined to do, but no. Here at Wipro, we always believe doing what is right, even if that's the hard way to do. So that was about cultures and values. We should stay on the slide now. I would want to cover the 5 habits also. Yeah. So while we have our cultures and value, we also have 5 habits which drive our behavior and the way we work. I'll read them out. They are similar to Spirit of Wipro, but they are different. Spirit of Wipro is what is our culture and our values. Habits is something which will help us drive those cultures: being respectful, being responsive, always communicating, demonstrating stewardship, building trust. This is really important to our current chairman, Mr. Rishad Premji. He has himself taken a lot of sessions personally with the employees to thrive this behavior of 5 habits. And we strongly believe if we follow these habits, things will fall in place and we'll always progress better. Yeah, we should just move ahead. Yeah, this describes Wipro's operating model, the slide. So we are organized in terms of industry sectors by regions. So we have 4 strategic marketing units, which is our go-to-market strategy. We are present in Americas 1 and 2, which you see, it's all Americas. It's just that we have 2 bifurcation because we are 60% of business that we do is derived from Americas, and it's too big in size. We have Americas divided into 1 and 2, Europe and APMEA. And then we have our horizontals, which are business lines, which is organized by our capabilities: consulting, technologies, engineering, and business process services. This is how we are organized by verticals and horizontals. Yeah, let's move ahead. Yeah, this are some of the examples of the work that we have done for our clients. You would see big names over there: Etihad Airways, Shell, Alcatel, Lucent, ABB, Petrobras, Levi's, Strike 10. So these are some of the work that we have done for our clients. The sector that I work for, I'm the CFO for Technology New Age, and we serve customers like Google, Apple, and Meta. Meta is Facebook. So those are the biggest companies in the world today who are hyperscalers. They're advanced artificial intelligence providers, and we do serve them also. So these are just few examples of what we have done for Etihad Airways. We have partnered with them to create a cloud-based AI-powered modernization. So just wanted you guys to have these names. These are all top 500 companies. We can move ahead, Vishnu, to the next slide. Yeah. So this slide talks about us being a global team, but also a diverse team. When I say diverse, there is the behavior that we drive at Wipro is diversity and inclusivity. So we believe that immense talent and potential come from all walks of life. And we integrate diversity into all aspects of our work, and we encourage our employees to be their authentic self. So we have an LGBTQ inclusive society. We embrace equitable practices to create a sense of belonging in our workplace. Like you would have seen that person like me who joined in 2013, still there with Wipro. And there are a lot of examples which we'll see forward, the success stories. People who come here have had that feeling of being at home away from home. So Wipro is one large big family where all of us come together and work together as a one single, I would say, a work family. So that is what we do here. We foster talent, we empower innovation, and we bring success by real world results. As an employer, we attract top talent, and that is how we create impact across different disciplines and industries. There are a lot of awards that we have got, like we got the Human Rights Best Places to Work award in 2022. We got an award for Disability Confident Committed Employer in the UK. We got an Most Inclusive Companies Index in 2022. And we were also recognized as a gold employer by the India Workplace Equity Index in 2022 and 21, and the silver employer in 2020. So this was about our inclusive and the diverse global team that we work here at Wipro. Now coming to, this was all about Wipro, what we do here, what we believe, what is our culture, what is the habit that we drive, and that is what we create, the Wiproites, as we call ourselves proudly, the purpose that we do while serving our clients' successes. Now coming to the main topic, which we are here for, the CA Cohorts program. I will take some time to help you understand the finance structure in Wipro. Audit is the first one, which I'm sure many of you will be able to correlate to. This is the internal audit function, which is responsible for the internal controls audit. Tax, we have an in-house solid tax team, and not many of you would know Wipro has an industry-leading effective tax rate. So our tax planning and management is so strong that we are able to create structures with an efficient tax benefit, and our effective tax rate is lowest in the industry. And there is a huge pride that we take in that. We have the controllership function. Controllership function does the core accounting, internal controls, and the financial reporting and consolidation. I myself have been part of controllership for a long tenure. I was heading financial reporting and consolidation before I took over the business role of a CFO for the technology new age business. We have treasury and investor relations, which is responsible for management of cash and investments. And they also serve as a investor and a stakeholder relationship management. Like you all know that Wipro is a listed organization. We come out public with our results every quarter. So a lot of our investors, they have queries, they have some clarifications, and the investor relationship team manages that. We have our FP&A, which is the financial planning and analysis team, and those are responsible for the budgeting, MIS reporting, and tracking of all the budget sources actuals, and doing all sorts of analytical data points for the leadership team. We have the secretarial team. Secretarial team is responsible for ensuring the compliances for the regulations and the secretarial aspects. Given that fact that Wipro is a listed company in both India and United States, there are a lot of compliance related obligations towards Wipro, and our secretarial team does a great job in ensuring to that. We have our business finance, CFO to business units, the role which I am part of. We have finance professionals supporting the business to achieve their results, support them with the commercial negotiations with the customer. So this is a role where you front end and sit with the sales team and discuss with the customers. We have the business support team, which has a lot of functions, support functions like pricing, order booking, analytical, shared services, and business operations. So this is how Wipro has a structure set up. You can see there are plenty of opportunities. Each role in itself is something which brings a lot of knowledge to a finance professional. So this is how we are organized in terms of when we call corporate finance. These are the layers, 8 different functions, or within business support there are multiple functions which have been clubbed together. But this is what we have as our finance structure. Vishnu, you can please go ahead to the next slide. Now, what does Cohorts program does? It aims to accelerate your experience. So we, as part of the Cohort program, there are insightful classroom sessions taken by experts from the industries. They take you through the topics. There are different topics. There is a curriculum which has been set, and you get case studies that challenges your limit, and this will be something outside your job. So someone who is sitting in FP&A may be required to will go through training sessions on business operations, and that person will have to come out with a response to the case study. We have job rotation. So we have a policy that we believe that a diversified professional is someone who gets more experience and is able to contribute more towards the organization, also brings a lot of capabilities to himself by being part of different roles. That is what Cohorts program encourages, and that's a culture at Wipro. Every 3 years, initially it's shorter, but for a senior person, every 2 to 3 years, depending upon which role you do, we encourage job rotation. So someone who is sitting in audit may move to taxation. Someone who is sitting in taxation may decide to move into controllership, and then someone can decide to move into business finance. Sometimes it's driven by personal choices, and major times it is driven by the business requirements. Wherever you have requirements and organization believes that the person can contribute in a role in a better way, then we give a lot of opportunities to network. So these cohorts sessions or the case studies which happen, it happens for the entire group. So this gives you an opportunity to work with your peers, because when people who join, they are put across different departments, but this cohorts program gives you an opportunity to join with your peer group who has joined with you same batch, and collaborate to come through a group work. And then we give the opportunity to push beyond being accountants, learn, understand the business, and most importantly, to communicate effectively. So in a nutshell, the footnote calls it out clearly: develop you holistically as a better version of you. That is what the Cohorts program aims at here at Wipro. So what you can expect to learn here is finance and accounting, obviously, because it's a finance role. Understand the businesses. We have businesses. You would have seen the business lines that we have: technology, consulting, engineering, business process. So by being part of an industry, you understand how business operates. You work with the sales team, you work with the technical solution head, you work with the business head, you work with CEOs of a business units, and that is how you are able to relate to how they run the business. And here you will learn how to work with data. Wipro being a technology company, we have advanced modern tools and techniques to make work easier. Here we believe more than hard work, you should try to do smart work by making best use of technology. We can move ahead, Vishnu. So what does this cohort program aim to take you? You have to invest your time here, and then the discounted benefit, or the DCF, is unparalleled. That's how we call it over here. We have seen finance professionals from Wipro in the past and also the present who have evolved as business leaders into a CEO, COO, and a CSO role. So when I had joined Wipro in 2013, our CEO was Mr. TK Kurian, and by qualification, he was a chartered accountant who was running the company as CEO. And our then CFO, Mr. Jatin Dalal, he was an engineer. So that's how diversified we are. And obviously, we make outside Wipro, people also regard us as a CFO factory for the technology world. There are a lot of Wipro senior veteran finance professionals who have moved out and become CFOs in different companies. And within Wipro also, we'll talk about few success stories of Wipro as well, who have joined here as campus recruits and are now function heads and CFOs to business units. Like my example, currently I am the director of finance, but I joined Wipro as a fresh campus recruit back in 2013. So, and we also build domain specialists, like we have departments like taxation, accounting, regulatory compliances, FP&As. These are each function or each department in itself is one wide stream. I know many of my friends who joined along with me who have picked a role and have continued in the same, because those, not every organization supports job rotation, because whenever there's a job rotation, there's a spillover time. Person takes time to understand the new role and deliver. That investment which is required is not something every organization wants to do, but Wipro as an organization believes that is very important for nurturing the development of finance professionals, and and once a finance professional is nurtured, they will pass that benefit back to the organization. So Wipro is not scared of making investments. We believe that is what will drive best outcome from its employees or its team. Shrupriya, go ahead to the next slide. Yeah, these are the success stories of finance function leaders. Ashok Mittal, who is currently our CFO for the Americas business unit. I know him personally, having worked with him closely. Mr. Pawan and Rao, who is head of our internal audit. If you see, Ashok joined us as a cohort in 2006. Now we are in 2025, 19 years. He has done multiple roles. He has led business finance across system integration in India, APAC, and Middle East. Currently, he manages the Americas business unit, which itself is a $3 billion organization. Then we have Mr. Pawan and Rao, who is currently our head of internal audit. He was the first batch. He and Ashok joined together. He was previously the CFO for the Wipro engineering edge. So you can see people who are CFOs for a business unit or service line have transformed into a function head like an internal audit. Shikha Kandoe, I joined Wipro in 2013, and I've been working with her from day one. We were in the same team together. She joined Wipro in 2007, and currently she is the CFO for the business process service line. And she has done varied roles like FP&A, finance transformation, treasury, controllership, and she has led large-scale finance initiatives. Mr. Venkatramani, you would see a lot of people from 2006 batch, because that is where Cohorts program started. And we have success stories. People who joined there as part of this program have continued, have developed their skills, and are now finance leaders here at Wipro. Mr. Venki is our tax expert, as we call him. Now, we also have some testimonials from the CA cohorts who have joined us recently. Tanveer Mohammed, who is currently part of FP&A. I have worked with him, so I know him. Prachi, she's a cohorts from 2024 batch. Adarsh is part of 2022 November batch. While I've not worked with him closely, but one of the cohort session where I was a faculty and taking the case study which he was presenting, I was a faculty judging him and giving him marks. He was part of it, so I have seen and how sharp Mr. Adarsh is. Kavita, she's part of the service line that supports my business unit. So I work with her closely. She's currently into business finance, and she is from Cohorts batch 2022. Now, we have some eligibility criteria for the Cohort program, and there are some campuses where we participate. So the first criteria is that chartered accountants who are qualified in September 25 and candidates from 2025 May batch permitted by ICI to attend the placement campus with the latest batch. We have a maximum of 3 attempts in CA final, both groups put together. And the most important for us is willing to relocate to Bangalore. So Wipro's headquarter is in Bangalore, Sarjapur Road. People who are based out of Bangalore may know Wipro is big in Sarjapur Road, And that is where our CFO, Miss Aparna Iyer, sits, and the majority of the finance function sit. And it's a must. We believe we are a big, strong finance team, and people who are working from Bangalore will inculcate that habits, the behavior, and the culture that we believe will thrive them professionally into a better, strong finance professional. We participate in campuses in Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Jaipur, but the placements are done only to source the candidate from those regions. But the location of hiring is Bangalore. The role and the compensation overview: we pay the fresh cohorts who join with a designation of senior executive, and they are given 11 lakhs per annum CTC, along with the 2 lakhs of deferred bonus. And this deferred bonus is once you complete a certain tenure, it gets added to your salary, but it is not front loaded. It's deferred the way it's said. And then we also have an incentive for rank holders. So if somebody has a rank in IPCC and final both, they get 50,000, 50,000, 1 lakh. If anybody has a rank either in IPCC or final, they get 50,000 per rank. And like I emphasize upon the fact that the location of placement is strictly Bangalore. Yeah, that here we come to the end of this presentation. What we wanted to discuss about Wipro, what we wanted to talk about the cohorts program, and the criteria that we are looking forward to for hiring as part of this placement.
Great. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ajay. Can we now hear from Sham? Is Sham here? Sham?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Sham, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Ajay. Giving a very brief insight, and I hope everyone would have got inspired about the success stories of Wipro and our previous cohorts. So, and from Ajay Agarwal himself. So, yeah. So, I was also one among you guys, part of JAR batch 72 in CA Monk. So, I joined Wipro. I got to know about Wipro through CA Monk, and then later, as how CA Monk teaches us to like ask people in LinkedIn, put some cold messages and all. So through that, I got to know about Wipro a lot, and I spoke to a lot of previous cohorts as well. How is Wipro and everything, and I got inspired based on that, and I chose Wipro. So here in Wipro is personally, I didn't have any I didn't have any intention like this role I have to choose, this role I have to choose. I didn't know which role I would be good at. So I thought, okay, Wipro is offering me a diversified roles. So let me pick that and let me try that opportunity. So here I am into Europe taxation. I got your international taxation, Europe division. So here as you all know, we are not very trained in international taxation, right, in our articleship and all. But here, Wipro does give the space, and we can learn. We can take our own time, and we can learn. So during this last 6 months, I had a great learning opportunity. Like I can meet so many people, all people, all big people in Wipro, like even to vice president, senior manager level. Everyone are very approachable. We can ask this even the simplest of doubts. We can go and ask them. So nothing is stopping us to go to any persons. So in that way, I had a great learning opportunity for the past 6 months. So I'm very happy that I've chosen Wipro. I had some other companies as well, but I'm very happy that I chosen Wipro. So, and also as a part of cohorts program, Wipro has this case study presentations. As Ajay Agarwal mentioned that Adarsh Rajagopal, Adarsh Rajagopal, Adarsh Rajagopal wasn't known by Ajay Agarwal because he was not working with him. But through the case study, he got to know Adarsh Rajagopal. So that's how Wipro works. So in during the case study, right? So we have opportunity to meet with a lot of people and ask questions regarding that case study to understand Wipro better, to understand business better. We can ask any people as Wipro persons are approachable, right? We can ask any people and we can get some insights to solve the case study. So here As Wipro, we have three case studies in Wipro. So in that way, we get a lot of learning opportunities. We can speak to many people, we can get to know more about business. See, for example, I participated in international finance presentation last month, which happened last month. So I didn't have any knowledge about international finance, but being in currently I'm in taxation also, but in articleship I didn't have any knowledge about international finance. But I for that case study, I spent a lot of time. I spoke with a lot of people here, up to Vice President of Treasury. I spoke to them. I got to know more about Wipro. I got to know how Wipro Treasury works and everything. And I presented, and it was a decent presentation. So that's how Wipro works. It trains you as a leader. Than an employee, it trains you as a leader. So I would suggest everyone to join Wipro if you get an opportunity, because Wipro as a whole provides you a lot of learning opportunities, because once you step into Wipro, the learning process is never ending, and you'll be very happy that you are getting expert in one role or the other. Yeah.
Great. Thanks a lot, Sham, for your experience. If you can throw some light on how the interview process would look like and some tips
Okay.
around it.
Yeah. Coming to interview process, you should be aware about this financial reporting standards, FR, Ind AS standards, and then I'd suggest you to go through annual reports of Wipro. So the current affairs, the current quarterly results or annual results or whatever, you have to be sure about what Wipro does and what Wipro's results are. Not exact numbers, just you have to have an idea about that. And related to taxation, yeah, you have to have the current recent developments in taxation or GST, whatever. You should be aware about recent developments, and mostly in days and these things, whatever I told, right? That would be enough to crack the presentation. Like that, just you should be very confident in whatever you're answering. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot for that. There are a couple of questions in the chat, which I think maybe Mr. Ajay or Sham, if you guys want to pick it up, we can pick it up. But this is just for a clarification. Wipro Limited is hiring through ICI campus this time. The list of 4 campuses has been mentioned in the chat. There's no off-campus drive as of now. So you may apply through campus. I think if you get the shortlisting, you can then proceed ahead. Sham has already briefed you about what things to prepare. This is a role only in Bangalore. You'll have to shift to Bangalore for this. A lot of people are asking number of vacancies. You shouldn't worry too much about the number of vacancies. You should apply and put forward your best foot. And if you are the right candidate, I'm sure you'll find a place. So that's there. Uh, any other questions, guys? If you have, you can definitely put in the chat either to Sham or Mr. Ajay. We will pick it up. How many interview rounds will there be?
So I will take this up, Umang,
Yes.
based all the questions regarding the interview rounds.
Yes,
So there will
Bharati.
be 2 technical rounds followed by an HR round. That is how it is, and there'll not be any tests before that, and no group discussion round as well.
Okay.
Then there was one question that if I attended Hyderabad campus, then also I need to relocate. So yes, the campuses we are going are only for hiring. Whoever is being selected at either of the campus, they will have to relocate to Bangalore. That is a must.
Paridhi, if there are any common questions which you would want
Yeah,
to take up, please let me know.
yeah. I'm just going through the questions. Uh, Anything folks related
Mostly,
to pro and the.
mostly questions are around if I've not chosen the 4 campus mentioned, is there any way to apply?
So as of now, we are not going to the off-campus route. We'll only be going to the 4 campuses. And yes, there are relocation benefits that will be given. That would be told to you once you make it to Wipro and you are going to join in. I think Animesh has a question. He has raised his hand. Animesh, you can please ask the question, or was it a glitch? I'm not sure.
Animesh, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Ma'am, the Ajay sir mentioned that maximum 3 attempt candidates can apply. So is it a strict 3 attempt or they can consider?
So Animesh, as of now, it's very strict 3 attempt policy that Wipro has. So yeah, I think we have another question from Siddhant.
Yes, Siddhant, please go ahead.
Ma'am, just as you mentioned that you are only going in campus like in four places. So, like, ma'am, when we appear for the interview, like, what are the key qualities you see in one, like, from where he has done articleship, like from Big Four or like mid size or like which domain he has worked. So, what are one few things that you look in one which you hire? I wanted to know
I'll
that.
take that one, Paridhi.
Ajay, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Siddhant, it's not like that we are looking for anybody from Big Four or from a particular articleship firm. We are looking for people who are hungry to work. We are
Yes.
looking for people who have the right confidence, who are able to articulate what they have done, who have the spirit to do what is the best, who has who believes that integrity and culture, these are important. We are not looking, we are not going to ask you something which you are not expected to know. Obviously there'll be technical round where we'll be judging you on the CA curriculum that you have gone through. We'll be judging you on what you have gone through, your articleship, the depth you have reached, but there is no specific right. At least I am a panelist who takes interview rounds. So with my, and I do speak to my fellow panelists who are interviewers. We are looking for people who are bright, who are smart, who are willing to work, put in their best efforts.
Like, sir, in campus placement, first company shortlist us, then we can select for the which company we have to apply. Like, if we
Yes.
don't get shortlisted, so like how I can approach Wipro for the job?
No, for shortlisting, like I did talk about the eligibility criteria. We do have that criteria. And once you reach that shortlisting process with the eligible criteria, you will go through personal interview round 1 and then 2 and then an HR round. There is no group discussion or a test now, but there is an eligibility criteria which will help you go through the shortlisting process. And currently, like Paridhi mentioned, we are only going freshers hiring through the campus route. We are not going off campus. So uh, I wish you the best when you are applying and hope you be part of our one large Wipro family.
Great. Bhuvneshwari, you can go ahead, ask your question.
Yes, thanks. I just would like to know whether there was any recruitment drive happening currently for experienced ones.
Uh,
We do have going on and off depending upon the business requirements. And if it comes through job portals or through agencies, but nothing specific that I'm aware of. But we do go for hiring for experience also. It's not like we only do freshers hiring. It's all based upon the business requirements.
Yeah, it's good to go through the careers portal, I think so. Yeah, thank
Correct.
you.
Shinam, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. For audit, there is only internal audit domain. No.
External audit, if you are interested, you have to join audit firm. We don't have the audit practice, right? We are an industry. And internal audit, we do judge the internal controls, the strength of the internal controls. External audit will not be there, but we do, as part of controllership, you have to work with external auditors to get the books which you prepare audited.
Okay, for specifically statutory audit, there is no chance or domain like.
It will not be there in any industry. It will only be there in CA firms.
Okay, so we have to prepare for finance role for controllership and.
Yeah, like I explained about the structure, within finance also we have multiple domains: FP&A, audit, taxation, treasury, investor relations, business support, business finance, pricing, contract management. So while it it calls out as finance, but it encompasses a lot more. Each subject that you have done as part of CA curriculum can become a career path itself.
Suvash, you can go ahead, ask your question.
Hello, Ajay sir. That is a wonderful speech. I get it. I got very inspired. Sir, I am from Kolkata, and as we know that, sir, still the campus interview round for the entrance in the campus is still going on. Are you willing to come to Kolkata? for the campus. Actually, I was very excited to join Wipro
See,
from lot one.
Suvash, I also studied did my CA from Kolkata, and I did apply for Wipro campus from a different campus. I applied from Pune or Chennai, where I joined. So if you are so inclined to join, we have 4 campuses this time. I think the plan is to take from a different location, not Calcutta, but go to Hyderabad. But we welcome you to come there.
There's a
Okay, sir.
question, Mr. Ajay, specifically for you. Why did you choose Wipro? If you could share your
Because
reason
that
and
was
experience from.
Yeah, so when I went through the campus route, I also had multiple options. I had Wipro, and then I also had an offer from Vedanta. So I also was on a fix where to join, and Vedanta was offering me more salary at that point of time. And for me, it meant a lot. But Wipro as an organization, I have heard about it. It was listed on it. Vedanta also was the case. But for me, I wanted to come to Bangalore as a location, and I was more inclined to join a service industry company, and that is what my vision. And I think that has paid me well because all the learnings that I have had, I owe that to my employer Wipro and the people that I've worked with here.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks for sharing that. Muskan, you can go ahead. A last couple of questions that we take before we conclude.
Firstly, thank you, sir. Thank you, Ajay, sir. Thank you, Wipro team, for this Zoom meeting and also for campus. Sir, I am having doubt if any member is aspired to go to any particular domain, let's say FPA. If you say my example, I'm having a corporate finance experience during my industrial training. So I am preparing for and aspire to go to FPA. So how you will conduct an interview? You will segregate us, or you will later put us into a different domain, or first you will hire? So I wanted to know this, sir.
So we will hire, and you will be placed based upon business requirement. Step 1. Whenever you join, you don't get a choice. You want audit, you want tax. We will just look at you. You will be a name for us, Muskan Jaswani, because we believe each individual who is hired is capable to do anything and everything. So there is no choice given. You will be placed based upon business requirement. Obviously, when there is a rotation, our finance learning and development team do ask about the preferences and try to do a allocation based upon that. But there is no compulsion that what you want you will get. But it's not like if you want to do something, people don't encourage it. Because I started my career into a business support role. I started with pricing. I wanted to move to controllership, do revenue assurance. I expressed my interest, I got it. Then I wanted to do consolidation and financial reporting. There was a vacancy. I applied. I did that role. I became the head of that department. Then I wanted to do something on the business finance side. I expressed my interest. I looked for an opportunity. I discussed with the function head, and I moved in over there. So it does happen. But now the next role that I did, it was not my choice. I was told that there is a requirement which we want you to fill in. We believe you will do better over there, and you should follow what we are saying. I did not even think twice what I want to do. I believed my mentors, my seniors, that they are the best judge, seeing me do what I have done and know what if I do something what they believe I should, I'll do better. So that is how it is, Muskan. I hope I answered. Initially, when you join, there is no choice given. I don't know, Parideep, it's changed something like that, but it will be definitely based upon business requirements.
It's the same, Ajay, now as well.
Yeah, and there is no reason. There is a reason why we do it, because like you saw, there are 8 departments. It's not like we believe somebody who has come from a industrial training background or can do something which is a finance role better than somebody who has come from a big four or a audit firm. Because mostly the work you guys do in articleship is something of a similar nature. Somebody would have done audit work, somebody would have done taxation work, somebody would have done filing related work with ROC or income tax return filing. So all of you are going through a training phase. Now, when you enter a professional journey, you need to start with anything that comes to you will help you learn and understand and get yourself trained better in that field.
Got it. In continuation to that, there's one question in different forms that a lot of people have asked. I have an articleship experience in statutory audit, but have a good knowledge of the topics that Sham mentioned. Will Wipro consider me?
Definitely, if you display good knowledge in a particular field, that means you are going to add value to the organization. If that is perceived, you will definitely be placed over there.
So, irrespective of the articleship domain that they've worked in, if they feel they have good knowledge, good preparation, they can apply surely.
Yeah, like I'll give you an example. I was 2 months back in Jaipur campus. The lady I had interviewed, I liked her. I said I want her in my team. I didn't check her articleship background or her knowledge. I just found her bright and good and looking forward to work with her. That's how many a times it does happen as well. Not that I have a guarantee that if I interview somebody, I'll get it. It is all left to the HR and our finance team, but that is how also things happen. If your interviewer likes you, he may place you in his team.
Amazing, amazing. Venkata Moli and then Shalu, and then we'll move towards the conclusion. Venkata, you can go ahead.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
And my question is, I am very inclined and motivated to start my CA journey with the taxation domain. Can I get the taxation domain of Wipro Limited after interview?
Like I did say, when you start your career, it's not a compulsion. While you may put your expression of interest, because we do note that what is the interest area for the candidate, because if somebody gets what they're interested in, they will do a better job. But it's not a compulsion that you will get, but definitely there is a rotation which happens. At that point of time, you can get.
Can I if I get into FP&A after the 2 or 3 years, so can I rotate to that domain taxation?
Any domain you can rotate into. I have been there with 12 years. I started with pricing. I did that for 20 months. Then I did revenue assurance for 2.5 to 3 years. Then I did financial reporting and consolidation for 2 years. Then I did financial due diligence for a couple of years. Then I moved in as a finance manager for Germany sector. Then I moved into the CFO for a business unit. And then I moved into another role. So you would see from pricing to revenue assurance to controllership to financial due diligence, there are multiple facets. It's not like things are linked. So that's not how it works. But you can express your interest. But to start with, there is no compulsion that if you want tax, you will get it to tax. So while your interest will be taken into consideration, but there is no compulsion. Just want to call out that you believe you are doing good and you are interested in tax, but you have not seen what taxation exactly is or what FP&A exactly is until you do that.
Got it. Shalu, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much for the overview. It was really interesting. So since we have 15 days left for the campus, we still have time. What will you guide us or something extra which we can do, or like a short certification or something like that, which adds value to our resume so that we get a privilege or advantage of getting shortlisted as compared to those who have not attended this session? That's what my question is.
See, any certification that you do will always add color, feather to your to you. But my suggestion will be, if you're preparing for interviews, be thorough with what is written in your CV. Be thorough with the work that you have done in your articleship. Be prepared with the recent updates, recent trends, changes that happen in the taxation laws, and basics about whatever you have done as part of your curriculum on the accounting side.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for to all the participants who've joined in, patiently listened to the whole talk. Any concluding remarks on this, Mr. Ajay, Shyam, Paridhi, Mr. Smith, Ms. Smita? Anything else on this? Otherwise, we'll move towards conclusion. Any closing remarks, Mr. Ajay, from you?
Yeah, so a lot I have talked about Wipro, CA Cohorts program, my journey. Shyam has talked about his journey. So we encourage you. Wipro is a great place to work, and Wipro as a company never made me feel away from home. I also relocated. I was from West Bengal, Kolkata, like I did talk about. And it's not like people should look for job in their hometown only. You should step out from your comfort zone. That is where you realize your potential to the best. So I would wish all the best to all the people who are applying, and I wish that you come out with flying colors, and hope to see many of you join Wipro in the cohort.
Great. Great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot on this. Paridhi, anything that you would want to highlight?
Yes, Umang. So I just saw one question which I think is important to answer
Yeah,
about the hybrid work culture or office all
correct.
the days. So Wipro is doing a hybrid work as of now. We come to office 3 days a week and 2 days are work from home. And of course, like you all are CAs and you know that month ends, year ends could be difficult. So as per the team you are working in, it could be that some weeks you have to come to office all days. That could be a possibility, but yeah, as a work culture, we are in a hybrid policy right now.
And a live example of the hybrid work culture is I'm sitting at my home taking this. So this is not my office, this is my home.
Great, great, wonderful. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ajay, Shyam, Paridhi, for trusting us. It was a pleasure to host you all. Thanks a lot for